Hello guys, and welcome to my new Pokemon Let's Play challenge, my Pokemon FireRed version Wedlocke. Hopefully you guys have seen the rule set video about this challenge. I've already put up, it was yesterday, last night sometime. I'll put a link in the description below if you haven't seen that, because you want to go back and look at the rules and stuff for this challenge, because I don't really want anyone just thinking what the hell am I doing. So yeah, I'm going to get on with this, shall I? So yeah. What was I going to say? Nothing actually, okay. Just all the tutorial stuff. Yes, this is my new challenge thing. It's going to be daily like the Egglog was, if any of you saw that. I had quite a lot of fun making that, so hopefully we'll have the same amount of fun here. So, I'm going to lay off the speed button this time, because a couple of people said in the last Let's Play, like, oh, I use the speed button too much. My Pokemon die because of it. And I thought, well, yeah, may as well, we'll see how we go with this. And plus, also just because we want to play the game properly this time. Whereas last time it was a bit of a speed run. Right, so who are we? Are we a boy or a girl? Or a girl? Yeah, we're going to play as a girl. Deal with it. I think my name is going to be the one, or that one. No, the one will do. I think? No, wait. Yeah, because there's not really a female name for Matt, is there? Apologies to anyone who has a female name that sounds like Matt. I don't think, we'll call ourselves La One then. That's the one I used for my Yancey Curtis guy video, because obviously I recorded both the female and the male perspective. So, oops, no. And there we are. Unfortunately, it's oops. Unfortunately, there's not a space for integral in that name, so unfortunately we can't use that name, which just kind of sucks. I think La One should be fine. Yes, it is. And this is our rival. Okay, grandson. His grandson, not our grandson, that'd be really strange. And his name will be Philip, or Phil. I think, yeah, I'll use Philip, just because I'm a bit formal like that. As some of my friends in real life will know, I tend to call people, Thomas or William, just for to know the reason. Right, so. La One. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. The world of dreams and adventures of Pokemon awaits. Let's go. So yeah, if you haven't really watched the rule set video, and if you haven't bothered to, I'll just go over some of the basic rules. Basically, it's a Nuzlocke challenge, or a variation of a Nuzlocke challenge, so if... Oh, there's a help system. So if any of my Pokemon die, we'll just save for a second. If any of my Pokemon die, I can't use them again, and also because it's a Wedlocke challenge, I have to pair them up, so it means like, well, you'll probably get a hang of it eventually. Options, fast, battle scene on, shift, yeah, we're not going to play mono, button mode, frame, okay, what frame should we use? Okay, we'll use the red frame, I guess, since it's Pokemon FireRed. I'm really excited to play this game again, because it was my first Pokemon game, actually, FireRed. So I'm quite excited to play it again for you guys. As you guys might have noticed, I have a filter on my VBA, my Visual Boy Advance, and that's why some of the it's not pixelated and stuff. I think it makes it look a lot better, than pixelated stuff. Yep, wild Pokemon do live in tall grass. So we're gonna go with Professor Oak to find our starter Pokemon. I have the YouTube comments from the rule set video open on the right hand side here, so I can look at them. Unfortunately, I can't actually click off and scroll up and down, because that would make the game stop playing, unfortunately. So I've got a few on screen here, some different nicknames and stuff. So be patient, Philip. Okay, so we have Bulbasaur, and we have Squirtle, and we have Charmander. So, which Pokemon to choose? Well, I've already decided really, so it's not much of a decision. I used Squirtle in my Leaf Green Marathon, which was ages ago, and no one really watched that, so I don't want to use that. And I know Phil is going to be using a Charmander in his Leaf Green Nuzlocke, or Wedlocke. There's too many of them. So we're going to be choosing Bulbasaur. Yes, we will. Little jingle there. And yes, we do want to get a nickname. Now, oh, it's a female, so... And someone put a nickname down, and I thought it was a very, very good idea. Bulbapedia, just because I use that a fair bit for research and stuff. So I think that would be a nice name for it, especially as a girl. It actually kind of works. Bulbapedia. And Philip shall choose Charmander, as he will in his own Wedlocke. And now we shall have our first battle. First battle. Will we lose this battle and the Wedlocke will be over straight away? Or what? We have a potion, so it shouldn't be that bad. Charmander. Bulbapedia. No, we have not. Well, we have many times before, but right. Yeah, we shall a little more for experience. Tackle. How much damage is this going to do? Fair bit, that's alright, really. Scratch. Yeah, so we shouldn't really have any problems with this battle at all. Obviously, I haven't got any pairs yet, so we didn't have to worry about that in this battle. We shall be getting one soon. Shouldn't die here. No, that's good. If we died, that's like, wow. To be honest, if we did die, I'd probably restart the recording. Just because, obviously, you don't want to see me just die at the first battle, you know? But who's to say I didn't die before this recording? I could have died, but no, I didn't. This is my first time. So that's our first battle won. Obviously, no Wedlocke integrated here, because it's the first battle, but still. You do that. So we shall now leave and head up to Veridian City and get the parcel. Yeah, obviously, if we catch a Pokemon here, it doesn't catch. It's not eligible because we can't catch it. You know. So we'll wait till we get some Pokeballs and then we can catch Pokemon on this route. See, I would get a Rattata, but we can't, so we'll just have to take it out really. Now, I mentioned in my there's too many locks. In my egg lock, I think it was the finale video, I'm not exactly sure which one it was, or maybe the egg hatching video. But I mentioned what I was doing for this. Let's play kind of like, I'm not using the speed up function obviously, this is going to be more of a slow let's play, but it'll still be very interesting and fun and stuff. And I'm going to be, you know, in the videos, I'm going to be talking about issues you want to hear about my thoughts and feelings and stuff about that. Not necessarily issues, but just general things like, I don't know, what I think about Pokemon X and Y, what I think about a real life issue, you know, bullying for example. You could ask me that if you want to. So yeah, as I said, leave them in the description below. Any ideas you want me to talk about, whatever. Obviously, if it's a touchy subject, I might leave it out because, you know, don't necessarily want to touch on a you know, touchy subject or something. But generally, I will. Whoa. Oh, okay. I guess we'll be using a potion here, just so we don't die. Stupid Pidgey and loads of critical hits. Yes, obviously I don't want to. Come on, Bulbapedia. Obviously don't want to touch on a touchy subject and stuff, but I'll be talking about most of them that are suggested, that are, you know, feasible for me to talk about. This is a Pokemon video as well, so I've got to account for everyone that plays this type of game, or this game genre, which is I think 7+ of the games. I'm not sure. So obviously I'm not going to talk about a serious issue that might affect some younger viewers. But yeah, so we're almost at Veridian City now. And we are at Veridian City now. Just head into the Pokemon Center and heal up. But yeah, the first topic I'm going to be talking about in today's video is, someone suggested on my egg hatching video, is going to be about, they said that talk about school. So I guess that means my school, like what I do for studies and stuff. I'm currently 16. My birthday is at the end of this month, 30th of June. I'll be turning 17, obviously. Obviously, you don't turn 18 if you're 16. Anyway, and at the moment I'm doing A-levels at a sixth form or a college. Now, I'm going to have to explain, you know, well, I don't really know how it works around the world, really. But in the UK, at least, the way it works is once you turn, is it 11, I think, or something, you join, it's called Year 7. And you go to a secondary school then, and you do that until year 11 when you turn 16. And then you can either, there's like several options you can do. You can go to college, or you can go to a sixth form, which is where you do A-levels. And at college you kind of do like a course on a specific subject, or you can go to an apprenticeship if you want to, which is a job with paid work. I hope most of you know what that means. and stuff. So yeah, I'm at sixth form doing A levels. I'm doing A levels in maths, further maths, so you know, more maths pretty much. Physics, I did one in chemistry. I've done an AS, which is like half of one, but I've now dropped that just because I don't like it as much. I like to focus on my other subjects. And I also do IT as well. So, and the thing I want to do after that is I want to go to university. I've no idea what the equivalent to that is around the world at all, but that'll be for 4 years probably. And you know, I want to do either games technology or computer science. So obviously very code-based stuff, which you can tell from my my selection of A levels that it works in IT obviously, and in maths because there's a hell of a lot of maths in coding. So this guy's just saying stuff. Bye. That's just mean, Philip. Very mean person, Philip. Everyone goes to unsubscribe to Pete jokes. Don't unsubscribe to Pete when he's awesome. And in we go. Yes, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm in my first year at the moment. I've pretty much finished it though, because we already had exams. But we're back still. We're starting pretty much the second year before summer. I don't know. I think Americans, all you Americans in the US, all you Americans in the USA. You know, obviously there's going to be some around the world as well. But no, the USA stuff. You finish about May time, don't you, for summer, which is really, really early. We don't finish till the end of July. Right, this isn't an eligible Pokemon because it is a male, so we should try and catch it. Yeah, I finish end of July, so I'll have, you know, I've got the whole of August to do whatever I want. I think I'm going on a holiday at some point though, which will be a bummer, so I will have to stock up a lot of videos for you guys, and I'll make sure you get your videos, you know, 2 a day at least. That would be a definite, and you know, that's going to be hard for me to do, but I'm going to do it for you anyway, so you don't have any losses when I'm away. So we caught the Pidgey. Now what's I call the Pidgey? I may have to pause it and just look on this list and see if anyone has suggested a name for a flying type or anything. So yeah. Right, so I looked at the list, and the first comment I came across is the game frozen. Yeah, it has. That's better. First comment I came across that said about a flying Pokemon was Archie, so we shall call it Archie. I forgot, I didn't grab the nickname of the username of whoever did that. Sorry, but we have another Pokemon now, so we shall now head to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Yeah, I didn't grab the username of whoever suggested that because I could, but it'd be annoying because I'd have to pause it again, because whenever I switch off of the VBA onto another window, it doesn't just like with Desmume, for example. The thing it does is sort of just carry on. The only way to it closes it down if you minimize it, that's when it stops the game. Whereas VBA just stops like if you click off the window. So before I could click off the window and just do something while a battle scene was happening or anything, but now I can't do that, unfortunately. So yeah, we shall go and heal up. We're nowhere near high enough level for battling Philip. I can't. Nowhere near high enough level to battle Philip, but we shall do a bit of training, I guess, or just go and sit through this guy's lecture. That's me. ID number 02252. What have we got? Archie and Bulbapedia. Right, I'm going to put Archie at the front. Oops, wrong button. And we shall now go and train on Route 1 for a bit. Might be a bit boring for you guys this episode, but yeah. But back to school. What was I saying? I was saying about something. Okay, it might be a tough fight for Archie here. Same level. Oh, critical hit. Well done, Archie. Yeah, I missed, lol. Yeah, so I've got that next year as well. Obviously, it'll be stepping up to a bit harder, but I managed all right this year. Obviously, I was only doing it since YouTube stuff since January, so it shouldn't be too hard, I'd imagine. Oh, come on! I have to switch out to Bulbapedia. Shouldn't be too hard to carry on, because one of my through my exams periods I was just fine, because I got study leave for that, which is basically like a month off school while my exams are on, so I can study at home. But most of the time I just did YouTube stuff, but don't tell anyone. But next year, the way it worked this year for exams, there was like a set of exams in January 2013, and then there's another set in May, June 2013 as well. However, next year they kind of changed the exam a bit around, so all my exams are going to be in June of 2014, so none in January at all. So fortunately that means, I get the Christmas off and I have to revise over Christmas, but that means I'm going to have a hell of a lot more exams in June time. So yeah, I really will need to stockpile videos then to schedule for you guys. Otherwise, yeah, you won't be getting videos for a while, but I will make sure you get them anyway. This is like a year away, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Loads of stuff's going to change by then. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing and stuff. Come on, we got this, Archie. Need to get you leveled up so you can own people. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment in school. As I mentioned earlier, I've just dropped chemistry, which like frees up an extra 10 hours a fortnight, because you have like 10 lessons for every 2 weeks in school. Because at sixth form, it's sixth form is why I do my A levels. Sometimes it's college and stuff, but sixth form you don't tend to have all your lessons. Sometimes you have a free period or a study period. Most people skip town there. But yeah, so obviously now I've dropped chemistry, I'll have more of those. Unfortunately though, I can't, like the sixth form is, I live like away from town. It takes like, I don't know, well, I usually get a bus in, but to walk home, that's like 2 hours, no, an hour and a half, 2 hour walk. So that's obviously that's not feasible. However, since I'm turning 17 in, a week's time, yeah, a week's time, less than a week actually. But basically, when you're 17 in the UK, you can start to learn to drive, and then you pass your test, obviously, and you can learn to drive on your own. Or you can drive on your own. You have to learn to drive again. But so obviously, I'm going to be doing that, I hope. So hopefully, by the end of this year, I'll be able to drive. So if I've got, because sometimes I have like the whole morning or the whole afternoon off, but I can't really get in or out. I have to get the bus in and then the bus back. So obviously, any free periods I have to do it. Well, I have to stay in school, so I can't like come home and edit videos and stuff like that. So the extra time is really wasted, sort of. Obviously, I hang out with friends and stuff, but apart from that, who wants to hang out with their friends? Jokes, friends. I know, like none of you watch my videos, but anyway. Where was I? Yeah. So I can't. Hopefully, though, once I learn to drive, hopefully I'll get a car and I'll be able to take myself in and out every day. So then I'll be able to make more use of my free period. I'll be able to just, not go in or just come out early. So I'll be able to I'll get, a lot more free time to actually do stuff. Whereas now I'm just at school, wandering around town, hanging out with people. It's not very useful for the YouTube stuff, which I would, I'd love to make use of that time more constructively, but I can't at the moment. But as I said, hopefully I will be able to by the end of the year. Obviously a lot of stuff's going to be changed by then. I don't know what's going to be happening with X and Y. It could, obviously we're doing Let's Play for it. It could get me popular. Who the hell knows? Well, I'm already popular, but you know what I mean. Right, come on Archie, we need to get you trained up. So I think that's all I really have to say about school. Yeah. Can't really think of anything else. But yeah, I mentioned university. I know a lot of people from university move away and they'll stay in a flat near the university. Obviously depends on the situation. But for university, I'm hopefully going to be staying in the local area, so I won't have to move out. The main reason for that being because then I couldn't do this pretty much. I wouldn't be able to use my PC because I can't take it with me, obviously. And my PC's a beast. You can't really do high quality YouTube videos like this on a laptop. Or at least a laptop I could buy with my money, because laptops are expensive. You can't really do high quality videos like that on a fairly cheap laptop. You need a proper expensive one. So yeah, I need this PC ready to make videos. So obviously if I went away to college, or not college, university, God, I wouldn't be able to make videos for you guys, which would really quite suck. Hopefully this won't kill us, nope. And okay, so yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I'm staying local, so I can actually carry this on, because I like doing it. And obviously, I don't know what I'd do with my free time if I didn't do this. I spend like pretty much all my free time on YouTube. Not on YouTube. That thing's pissing me off. Not necessarily on YouTube, but making videos and stuff, chatting to people and stuff like that. I don't know what I'd do without it. It's like my hobby. You know, some of you might play football, or you might, you know, play video games. This is my hobby, making YouTube videos, because I love doing it for you guys. And yeah, it's just generally awesome. Right, so coming to 20 minutes now. Or we've passed 20 minutes, sorry. So I guess this is where I end the video after we've battled this Ratata. There's the Ratata gone. I'll do a bit of off-screen training, you know, just to get probably up to level 9. Do it again. Level 9 shouldn't be too overpowered at this level, just so we don't want to lose either of our team in the battle with Philip in a minute, or next, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, thanks for watching the first episode of this new series, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Just leave your thoughts about my commentary and talking about stuff, and obviously, as I said at the start, any topics you want me to discuss in future episodes. I'll probably be doing most of them, as I've said. So yeah, I think that's all. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, evidently. Feedback in the comments and stuff. And subscribe if you haven't already, so you won't miss any more of this series. Oh, which time? It's like late at night. And of course, go check out PD Winnell, who is doing like a joint series with me. He's live streaming this, whereas I'm doing it as Let's Play. So yeah, go check his channel out. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. So guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.